hard, it needs a rebuild. So we're going to go through the motor build plan, but before we do that, we have to tear this thing out of the car. So roll the intro. So, fuck, just broke something. So, we got a pile of parts behind us. The real reason we're taking this thing apart is because the crankshaft has, well, the back flywheel's not on, but it has about 10 to 12 thou backlash. So the main bearings wore out in it. Put this thing in the car in the summer. It's a 1500cc that we put 1600cc pistons and jugs on, and it's just wore out. It's an old motor. Got the car running, got it on the road with it, but it's time to go through it. It's winter time, so we're gonna open it up, measure everything, clean everything. Okay, going to balance the rotating assembly, and we're gonna do about 90% of that in-house. The only thing we can't do is the crank, but everything else I have the tools and the capability to do. So it's very tedious, but there's only 4 cylinders, not 8, so it's not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna port the heads a little bit. They're single port heads, so to kind of counteract the lack of airflow, there's gonna be some sort of forced induction. We haven't decided yet. Leading to a blower is what we're thinking, but possibly turbo.
Probably a blower. I'm driving it in the city,
Yeah.
so
A turbo would sound really cool though.
yeah, everybody does a turbo bug though. It's like the thing to do, and I don't want the rear hood spaced. I want it to look fully stock, and that gets iffy with trying to stuff a turbo under a very small engine compartment.
Either way, we're gonna be stuffing something in there. Chances are I'm gonna have to notch the top shroud. That kind of stuff I'll be doing, and same with porting the heads. I'll port the heads, but
All the extremely important.
yeah, all the finicky stuff I'll do. But cleaning up the valves, you're gonna do that, lapping the valves. So we'll completely do the heads. We're not going to put new valve seats and valve guides in it. They were in the summertime. I checked everything out. Everything was really nice. There was no leak down the heads. I didn't even lap them in. So we'll touch everything up, lap them, and they'll be just fine. But otherwise, everything's getting new bearings, new seals, everything like that. We got an Eagle 110 cam that's also going to go into it. And otherwise, it's going to be pretty much stock, and we're just going to kind of modify some components. I'd really like to lighten up the rods, but that's a lot of work. I don't know if you want to do that. Same with, this thing's only going to be making like 80 horsepower, so we don't have to put ARP rod bolts in it or anything like that, but I do have some. So if the rods are out of round when we're checking everything and they got to get resized, we're going to put the ARP rod bolts in it because they have to be resized anyways when you put new bolts. So stuff like that's going to be kind of on the fly. We're going to open this thing up and just see what's with it, right? See how bad it is. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty basic build, and she's going to be doing all the work. My hands are going to stay relatively clean for this one, which is nice. My hands are always dirty.
I'm scared.
They're easy. Anyways, so we're going to go for lunch. Come back and she's going to tear this thing down. Yeah. we've got this block all torn down now. Tilly did an excellent job taking everything apart, keeping everything nice and organized. So the next step for this thing is we are going to take everything and pressure wash it at the car wash because everything's really greasy and oily right now. Then we're going to start examining mains and examining the block, seeing what needs to be fixed. This thing we knew has been blown up before, so there's a bunch of sharp edges and nicks and smashes on the inside of this case. Nothing, I think, too detrimental. There was one bad spot in a lifter, on the outside of a lifter bore, but last time I had this engine apart, I quickly took a die grinder and cleaned it up, and the lifter actually looks really good. So I think we're going to be okay with reusing it. Yeah, the only thing I'm concerned about is the block looks a little funky on the front main journal. Again, we'll get a dial bore indicator and we'll just kind of mic this thing out and see what it's at after it's all cleaned up. So stay tuned for episode 2. It's going to be coming shortly. We're going to take this thing to the car wash, pressure wash it up, and start digging into it just a little bit further. Should be fun. Thanks for watching, and make sure you stay tuned because we got more videos on this thing coming soon. We got lots of stuff to do on this thing. She's going to be quite busy.
It has to go back together now.
She's so overwhelmed with it. It's great. It's a Volkswagen engine. Look how tiny it is. My first engine was a big block Chevy, so this doesn't bother me at all. I was a little overwhelmed with that.
Special.
But it's just so, it's so cute. Look how little it is. Look at that thing. We'll see you guys on the next one.